Hi there, friends. It's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I wanted to go through my art bag, and I thought you guys might be interested to see what is in this thing. Let me actually zoom out a little bit. Oh, I guess that's as far as I can get. This is the bag I use. It is from, I bought it at Harbor Freight, which is like a kind of like tools and such store. It is called a Canvas Rigger bag, R-I-G-G-E-R. It's got a ton of pockets around the outside, like 2 levels of pockets. So there's pockets here, and then there's lower pockets too that are, some are skinnier than others. There's pockets on the sides here. I really like this bag. The canvas is super durable. I've been using this bag for years and years. At one point, I had ripped one of these seams like on the end, and it was actually still fine. It was usable, but like things were getting caught on it and stuff like that. And so I just went and got another one. To be honest, these bags are very inexpensive. I want to say under $10, I believe. I want to say $8.99, something like that, but I'm sure they're under $10. They come in 2 different sizes. I think there's one smaller than this, and this is the larger. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me see. This bag is about 13 inches this way, and then the skinnier side is 6 inches, so it's like 13 by 6. I'm not sure if that's the bigger or the smaller, but either way. So let me show you what I've got inside this bag. I'm going to start with the big inside here, this part. So I'll show you what I've got. So this right here is my, this is my Bunny Rabbit furry pencil case. This came from Office Depot, I believe. In here I have just a variety of different pens, pencils. There's nothing like super fancy in here. It's really just like my everyday stuff. A lot of ballpoint pens because they write on anything. I've got the white Jelly Roll. I've got my, this is the Lamy Joy. It has Noodler's Heart of Darkness inside. It's, I'd say, water resistant, not waterproof. I love to sketch with it. It's a stub nib, so it gives you kind of a fat line, but you can also get kind of a skinny line. I've got a big fat eraser. I love these plastic erasers. These are just different colors of, what am I trying to say? Ballpoint pens. These are Bic Crystal pens. I think I've got like most of the colors they make. I use those in my journal all the time. I have, this is my other second favorite eraser. It's called the Pentel Tri Eraser. It's just got like a triangular thing and you can refill it. It kind of like pushes up like this. It's great. I prefer plastic erasers. You know, I think it's personal preference, but these two are both basically the same. This one just like helps me get into kind of smaller areas. I've got a really cute Hello Kitty mechanical pencil here. That was a gift from my husband. I love it. Another mechanical pencil that I like. This is my Sharpie pen. This is the pen I use for inking just about all the time. I buy these by the box. I really, really love them for inking. Here's another white pen. This is a Zig Millennium. This is a nice pen, but it's honestly kind of dying out. I really don't use it much. In fact, I'm not going to put it back in here. This is a Sakura brush pen. This is brown. So it's the ink brown. It's like super, I'm trying to show you, it's like super frayed and ratty. I really need to get rid of this one as well. It's got plenty of ink. It's just really frayed and it doesn't give you a nice line. This is my most favoriteest mechanical pencil ever. This is the Pentel P207. It's a 0.7 millimeter pencil lead. They do make a P205 if you prefer the 0.5. I like the 0.7 because it's a little bit thicker, but that's just a personal thing. So that's what's inside this bunny, and I don't go anywhere without that bunny. I have a couple of wristbands in here. This is one of them. I use these for when I'm watercoloring. I use them to clean my brush off, and then I just throw them in the wash occasionally. It works out great. Here's another one. So I usually keep 2 in there just so that if one's in the wash, I'll have another. Let's get to the books that are in here. So this is my daily journal, my comic sketchbook. If you have seen my channel before, you've seen that. It's just like a daily journal, Fauxbonichi style. This is my Murdy Company leather notebook. I just have loose leaf paper in here. This is basically for me to jot down ideas. I did put a pocket in here so that I have a couple of index cards, this is another P207 Pentel mechanical pencil, and an eraser just in case. But for the most part, I just use this for writing, jotting down notes. It is genuine leather. It's beautiful. I really, really like this book a lot. What else? I have one other notebook in here. This is just a, what do you call it? Composition notebook from Office Depot or something. I took this up to the front and had them cut it in half for me, just so it'd be a little bit smaller. And this is just for like super quick sketches, ideas, notes, whatever. I honestly probably don't need this in here. But, you know, I have not cleaned this thing out. This is just like sort of as is. So I'm just showing you like exactly what's in here at this moment. I do occasionally change up the supplies I have in here, but this is what I've got right now. This is a vinyl pocket. It's just got a bunch of stickers in it. What's in here? It's really just random stickers. I also have... I keep a few things like this. This is like a little plastic pocket that I might want to use, like if I want to, you know, stick a pocket on one of my pages in my journal or something. I've got these. These are just paper, just like bits of ephemera. You know what I mean? This is just kind of like these are a few stickers here. It's just random stuff in case I, you know, need something small to fill up a spot. Okay, I have 2 watercolor palettes in here. This is my Daler Rowney Aquafine travel palette. It's a great palette. I like it a lot. It's good. It's a good palette. It really is. It's a little bit, I would say, it's a nice step up from like a student palette. I think it probably is student grade, but I think it's a little bit nicer than that. And I also have this one. I keep this one in there as well. This is a really inexpensive. This says Hobby Lobby $4.99. The reason I keep this in here is because it's got every single color I could ever want in a very compact palette. You know, it's really thin. So these are really chalky student grade paints, but it saves me a lot of time. If I'm in a hurry, this has all the colors I need, where with this more limited palette, I'm more likely to have to spend time mixing colors and things like that. With this one, it's got exactly what I need, so I can just go do whatever I want, and I have the colors ready. This is a set of crayons. This is just a regular 24 pack of crayons, and then I have it in this plastic box just to keep it protected. I do love crayons. I use them quite a bit in my backgrounds and things like that, like just to fill in space. I love crayons. This is another set of those Sharpie pens, but this is like the color set, so it has the rainbow assortment of colors. These are waterproof, so I love these pens for inking. As I said, I use black almost exclusively to ink everything, but I like these for, these are perfect for if I want to write something and then I think I might want to watercolor over it, because I know that that ink is waterproof and it's not going to budge. Alright, I've got these two, I've got 2 of these. Let me move some of this crap out of the way here. So I have 2 of these Mead 5-star pencil pouches. This one has all these Papermate flares, so I'm sure you can see those and I'm sure you're familiar with them. It also has my set of, let me see how many I've got. I think I've got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the Pilot Color Eno mechanical pencils. So these actually have colored lead. You can see all the different colors. I really, really love these for sketching. They're so fun. It's just really fun to sketch stuff out with colored pencil. And these are perfect for when you're on the go and you don't want to have to keep sharpening a regular colored pencil. Oh, my throat is like, it feels so dry. Okay, this is my second one. This one has a couple of small sets of colored pencils. I've got 2, I think maybe sets of 12 in here. This is the Derwent Color Soft set. I have just the basic set. I think it's 12, maybe 10. I also have another set of pencils in here, which are Design Spectracolor pencils. I think I've got a set of 12 of these too. This is a really, really old set of pencils, but it's also very high quality. Like, I actually looked these up. My husband gave me these. They were his when he was a kid. And I looked them up, I think on eBay or something. And the set that I have of 12, even used, was going for like 50, 60 bucks. Maybe even more than that. Just because they don't make them anymore and they're supposed to be really, really super good quality. I don't use them a ton, just because they're really nice, and most of the time, you know, any old pencil will do for what I'm working on. I have another just small eraser in here. I have also a few of these. These are watercolor pencils, so they're water-soluble graphite. I have the Derwent, and this one is a Sketch and Wash by Generals. I've got a couple others too. I think I have, that's another Derwent. But I think I've got, I had one, yeah, this one is Faber-Castell Graphite Aquarelle. So this is another watercolor pencil. These are super duper fun. I love to use them, and then add a wash of water to sort of blend out your colors. Then I've got, these are my Sharpie liquid highlighters. These are the frickin' best. I love these highlighters. I use them all the time. I am sure I use them daily. This is the last thing from inside the middle part of the bag. I have this cute little unicorn pouch. And in here, I just actually threw these in about a month ago, and I've used them a few times, but not too many. These are mixed media art crayons, so they're basically just like water-soluble crayons. And I've got quite a few of them, and I just leave those in here. And I use them occasionally. The problem with them for my journal is that they are pretty waxy, so it's hard to, you know, once you put that down, there's not much you're going to be able to do in terms of like writing on top of it and things like that. So that is what is inside. Let me put these babies back in. So not bad that all of that crap fits right in the middle, right? And I haven't even gotten around to the stuff on the outside. So first of all, on the carrying strap, I have just a, this is just like a, you know, what do you call this thing? Like a round circle thing that you use, you can use it to bind books or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about. I have these little Post-its hooked on there. I just use this basically for washi tape. This is just black electrical tape. I've got a couple skinny washi tapes. I've got a couple different ones here. I change these out pretty regularly just so that I don't get too bored with what's there. And then I've got this little like carabiner hook just in case I want to attach anything else. So this bag I do take with me occasionally outside, but for the most part, this bag stays at my house. And I don't take it out with me very often. So let's start with this side right here. I've got a squishy in here just in case I get stressed out and I need a squishy, which happens. In this little slot, these are like little note tabby things. These are bunnies, and then these are cupcakes and donuts. So I just keep those in there. I bought these not too long ago, and I have not used a single one of them yet, so they're just kind of still sitting there. In this pocket, these are, I believe they're by Derwent. Yeah, Derwent Graphic Line Maker pens. These are gray. So these are gray pens. I have a 0.1, a 0.3, and a 0.5 tip here. These are, they're really great. I love them. I think they're really pretty gray. They're waterproof. They're so nice if you want something that's a little bit more muted than black. I like them. I use them quite often. So, all right, let's go around, continue around the side here. This is, oops, this is my X-Acto pencil sharpener, the pink one. Nothing too special there. This is like a little small tube of Elmer's washable school glue. Never know when you're going to need some glue. This is a kitty cat clip that I just have clipped on the side here. Sometimes, occasionally, I'll need it to like hold my pages open or something like that. I have a couple of Derwent water brushes here in this pocket. One is the small, narrow tip, and then this one is the flat, the wide flat. I don't use that one too much unless I'm doing like a really large area, but those are nice water brushes. These are the Pilot Precise V5 pens. These are not waterproof, but I love them for writing. I just recently got these new colors as well, so I do keep these in this pocket. I use them a lot for writing. Whoops, there we went. I use these quite a bit just for writing, journaling in my book. So those are in that pocket. I don't have much stuff in these little pockets right now. In this pocket, I have a stack of index cards, different ones, graphs, blank, you know, just regular lined, vertical lined, you know, different ones, just for, and then these are like sticky notes, because you never know. In this pocket, oh, if I can get that out, I have this tiny little Hello Kitty. And this has a bunch of paper clips and, I don't know, what do you call these, little mini bulldog clips or whatever, just for, you know, holding stuff together. This right here I use for kind of like burnishing when I glue things down and that kind of thing. It's just plastic. It's got a flat edge. I like this material because glue and stuff comes right off of it, and acrylic paint doesn't stick to it. So I keep that there for burnishing. This is just a tube of liquid glue. Has a sponge tip. I use this quite a bit. This is really good glue. I like it a lot. It's by Itoya. I don't know. Never heard of it until I bought that. This is a couple more water brushes. I think these are Pentel. So Pentel makes the Aquash, I think they're called. I have the big one and the small one. These are really nice water brushes too if you're looking for water brushes. Here I have a small pair of scissors. I think that's supposed to go there actually. And then here in this pocket, you can't really see them, are more of these Pentel pencils that I love so much. I have two black P205s and then I've got the green P207, so those are just kind of like my little backup pencils. This pocket has a glue stick, and then I don't think I have anything in these bigger pockets right now. In this pocket though, I have this little pouch, Gem. We all love Gem, right? And this has Scotch double-sided tape. I keep it in this little pouch just so it doesn't get cat fur and all that kind of nonsense stuck to it. I think that's it. I think we went around the whole thing, but I I tell you what, I love this bag. I'm super impressed with how much it holds, how sturdy it is. I drag this thing all over the place. I do take it with me sometimes, and it holds up so great. It's a great bag for the price. It's a really good value. So that's it. I just thought I would show you what I am carrying around with me on a daily basis. I hope you enjoyed watching, and please be sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.